That should do it. Yikes. Hey, everybody. Haha. Let's see some action in the chat. Can you guys hear me now? I know it'll take a second. You would not even believe it. Give it a minute. Can you guys hear me? This has been a fun afternoon. All right. You guys can hear me now. Excellent. What, 1:30? Literally as I hit the button to go live, 12:59. Power goes out in the house. And it's ironic because literally I'm supposed to go live on my backup solar panel system today or tomorrow to avoid these kind of things. Spent 6 months doing this. So thanks for everyone's patience and apologies. Bob, I think your book got lost in the snow. I'll have to send you another one. So let's have some fun, folks. How can I send a donation on here? Rudy, you know what? I'm still learning about that. And I'm not recording right now, so I can say a lot of things. But first of all, that is complete violation of every securities regulation on the books. And second of all, it's kind of like, not that I've been at too many in my lifetime, but kind of like a strip club, right? It's hilarious. But no, seriously, I think this is going to be the way we go. I'm getting it together. I'm going to switch over to YouTube. It's just been trying to figure it out and trade at the same time. So that's what I'm spending my time doing, folks. Muito trading. So I think we need to start. There's a couple places and a couple things we really need to do today. And a lot of it is about what has happened with crypto, where we're going with this all. Oh, good. My power just came back on. Perfect timing. Thank you. But we're gonna go. I'm working off a laptop and a wireless and a hotspot. So you guys know. Let's keep going. Let's get this. Let me hit record. That's going to be a big bonus if we record this. And let's I think we got to kind of dial it back first and take a look at where we have been. I think we need to look. I want to direct everybody to the channel and then get on to really getting everybody on track with where we are, with how they can move forward. Because look, this is the year of crypto, and we are, doing things that we haven't seen. So this is the place to start. Let's do it here, and I'll take questions. If you guys want, save the questions to the end. Let me rip through the update, and then at the end, I'll go through some markets, and you have strategy questions. We'll go from there. Okay? All right. I think we're good. Thanks. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for just waiting with me during these technical difficulties. Let's get our mandatory risk disclaimer. There you go. You see it. Trading's a risk. This is not financial advice. This is harmonic patterns. Okay, let's go back to start with Bitcoin. And everything that we talked about, please go to the channel. And all the social media and all the outlets we will hook up at the end of this. But this is what we want to start with and probably finish with. has been the double back-to-back bat patterns. All right. And do go back. You guys know how long I've been talking about this. It's been just absolutely life-changing for a lot of people. And we have been talking about this is auto-generated with Harmonic Pattern Collection for TradingView. I want to show everyone where to get started. So these are automatic patterns on TradingView. The crypto, you know that it's working incredibly well. We know this. And there's plenty of opportunities. So how to get started? First, go to harmonictrader.com. This is your home for harmonic patterns. If you don't know, my name's Scott Carney. I created harmonic patterns in my books, and all of the information is available free. You just need to register as a basic member. Go give us your email. Give me your email once you sign up here, and then you'll log in and you'll access everything, okay? The books, get a software trial, get started here on your basic member page, and watch videos. All of this is free. My 4 books, Harmonic Trader, Volume 1, 2, and 3, with all the strategies are available for free. So stop paying for harmonic pattern education when you can get it for free. Watch the dozens of hours of videos and sessions, okay, all strategy stuff, and then the live. And then get set up with one of the software. That's what you need to do, because we're working with Harmonic Pattern Collection, and today we're talking all about crypto. So we do measurements, we do patterns. I don't talk about shill or hype, and there's a lot that can be, discussed here. We want to stick to price action measurements. That's what we do. That's how we were able to generate the targets, and that's how we've been able to really kind of participate as much as we've had. So let me keep an eye on you guys. Thanks, everybody. Save the questions for the end. I will open it up, but get with the confirmation manually and all the software questions. Okay, you get with the free trial. Bitcoin. Let's start there. We're going to start right at the top. The top market caps. Okay, Bitcoin here. Since the back-to-back bat, we're now at 55,000. Where is it going and why? Everyone's throwing out targets, everything from 100,000 to a million. Sure. But what's realistic? Well, we know this thing follows quite nicely within the harmonic pattern framework. We had talked about this in our videos way back, not only last year, last summer, but really when this thing started rocketing in November, December. We had big updates. Please watch those videos. I'll link them in the description of this one so you can check it out. Calling for a 314 extension. That was by definition within a harmonic framework. That's a parabolic minimum parabolic move. 314 puts you at about 56,000. We are 55,000. The other extreme level that I outlined was a 3618. That's our top end measurement that I use. I really don't go beyond that. Okay, that's 65,000, 64.5. That's where we're going, folks, on this move, and then I'll take it beyond there. But the other aspect I'm looking at is take a look at our indicator of amplified RSI. This might even stand out a little bit better. Let me change that color of that input. I'm working with the Harmonic Pattern Collection Lite for TradingView. It has all the auto-generated patterns. It has amplified RSI, that's proprietary. It has Harmonic Strength Index, and then a lot of you folks in here are working with this know that these indicators have been a game changer for harmonic patterns. So let's stick with it. There you go. Let me make that even better. So we're up here, and here is the big thing that many of you know is the M and W formations that define our complex structures. That is what's happening here with Bitcoin. Okay, and in that development phase, this expansion leads to a heck of a lot of price acceleration. And so until we even form an M formation that comes out of this whole zone, we're still going to accelerate higher, likely to that 64,000 target. I've been saying 62, but that's all really in the same ballpark. We're talking another 15% higher from current levels on this move. This would set us up for a nice short-term corrective pause, come back down, and then later in the summer, we get the big move up to, say, you get your 100,000 move. And I'll get to that in a second of how I derive that. But the indicator formation clearly giving us an M complex development that will take a lot more time and lead to actually even higher prices. And let's look at that. As we continue higher, okay, this is in an expansion range. This is one of the most powerful moves that we have. All right, this is going to take, the better part of a few more weeks. This is a weekly chart. Weekly chart. How we doing? I have to check in with you folks. You guys still hear me? Someone give me a shout. Someone, anyone? Do you guys hear me? Hello? Okay. All right. Thanks, Alec. I just got to check in with you guys. I got to make sure you're not, some tornado didn't knock out my power lines. Now, here's the thing about what we want to look at with Bitcoin, folks. If we're going to get to 63,000, I have just been honing it down to 5-minute charts, 5-minute patterns, doing a lot of just kind of riding those corrections. Some of them we have posted. Here's the most recent one, just in the past week, a couple of type 2 bats down here at about 51,000. I posted that in our group. I've outlined that in the gold member sessions, and we're just exploding through. So that's the other aspect of what's happening is not only is this accelerating, but we see many bullish patterns develop in these consolidation phases at a rather high level. Let me remove the Pi Phi bands. Take that off because that has the arrows in the Pi Phi. There you go. That makes it a little clearer. Okay, so that's the other thing to be looking for. You've already way overextended, but we're going to get another pullback. Maybe this goes to 58, pulls back to 55, you get another pattern, and then bang, another rush higher. Now, where does this go? Well, think about it this way. Okay, the minimum targets, the measurements that we've talked about, and the strength with which these are hitting even the minimum level for us. Remember, the minimum level was the 1618. Okay, all the way back here. Remember that the 1618 was at 30,000 roughly. And when we see that and treat that like a terminal bar on the weekly, look how strong that is. If that was a crab pattern, we would look at that. Look at that harmonic pause. Really classic of a failure, okay, within this 4 or 5 week pause and then continuation higher. Those are really common, not surprising to see that where we at least pause at that terminal bar, continue higher. So here is the other way to look at this little kind of slender move. It's probably even better on a daily level. So let's go to the daily. All right, and we're just going to project a 1-to-1 move that treat this as a forming ABCD off of the all-time low. Just do your approximation from that immediate low at about 3,800. Bang, we go to 41, 41.5. Beautiful. Then we're going to project about another 35,000 points. Off of that low, that's what it is. That's the approximated 1-to-1. Bitcoin goes to 69,000. These are measured moves, folks. Measured moves. That's the important thing, and we can frequently get overextended. So that's how we gauge it. So I'm going to say you bump your targets to 64, 65, measured, but what will likely happen is a big surge, 70, maybe 71,000. somewhere in that's what this larger breakout and projection in this acceleration phase is pointing to. And we'll deal with it beyond there, but again, this has been a phenomenal parabolic run that is continuing. We'll keep on that. Again, look at the videos from that we talked about way back in November and December. It has just been remarkable. And here's the next one, Ethereum. You folks know I love Ethereum. Never want to love any market that I'm involved with, but I love the price action. I love the potential. I love where it is relative to, say, Bitcoin. Now, this is another one. Check out this massive pattern. Okay, that just we talked about these patterns. We talked about why they were so significant, and that pattern, this pattern, okay, for Ethereum, not only did it nail the massive basing low, and this is what I have referred to as a super base. And a super base comes from Bill O'Neill and David Ryan of Investors Business Daily. Way back from the early 80s, they talked about these as major basing accumulation phases that then accelerate higher. We're going to go through a number of these that have this very relationship and formation, have not yet to move. Now with Ethereum, okay, all the way back since November, we talked about first we'll take it in chunks, and we're shooting for the 886. Well, and that 886 was right there at around 1400, folks. But we knew that was just the beginning. And it's still just the beginning, because I can't even believe Ethereum is not higher than it is. And here was the possibilities we laid out back in November, and here's what we're going to expect going forward for the rest of the year. Clearly, this is in a 1618 acceleration, just like Bitcoin was back in November, December. That puts you up to Ethereum at 2580. Just book it. 2580, folks. Ethereum. That's where we go, and probably in a fast catch-up phase now. Now, what's beyond that? Can we go higher? Yes. And these are measured moves based off of not only the fact that we've broken out of this long-term range, phenomenal base, but we have a verifiable harmonic pattern that meets all of the exact ratios and tolerance levels that are required to even generate a match. There's so many people drawing patterns, a lot of rip-off copycat software. Okay, there's a reason why this is a pattern and it's drawing from the points that it is versus something else. Because there's a true harmonic level that not only gives us the entry, but we can use this for targets just like Bitcoin. And we want to be targeting as high as this 314 level, bring it all the way up. Can I even get it in the screen? We had that problem last time when we first did this. Off of the pattern, that 314 harmonic level brings us to 5100, 5050. Hold on. 1 second. There you go. So this is Bitcoin when Bitcoin was about what? Right, the breakout, the 113 was about 14, 15,000. We are going to play fast catch up. Fast. Ethereum, folks. Ethereum. And some of you, I've talked to some of you. Okay? I have some of you guys that I've talked to where when I told you this months ago, you were scratching your head. So now we want to continue to look for entries. Go to your 5-minute. Go to your 30-minute. I've been posting a lot of stuff. Here's the 5-minute. Okay, we're breaking out to new highs, all-time highs right now. But we'll get more opportunities. Let me go to, what was it was a 1 hour chart? Yeah, here was the crab. It was 30-minute or 1 hour. There you go. That last crab. We never got the full type 2. That was a real disappointment, but the hourly HSIs have been phenomenal as well. So look for your 5-minute, look for your hourly pullbacks, or even if you're going to chase, at least wait for HSI there and there. Knowing we're in an extreme acceleration phase, folks, that takes us up to here at 2400. That's where we're going now. You want to definitely be focused in on this Ethereum. I will, and actually I'm going to bump up. That's first target, but until further notice, okay, daily, weekly time frame, I'm bumping up my targets. We want to go 314, and now that it's official, and if this is our update, I'm calling for the 314 moonshot on Ethereum. Let's bring it over. Let's get that right. There you go. 4,900, 48.95. Let's be exact. Now trading 1,900. What's that do for you? That puts you double. You know, that's a 2x from current levels. But let's stay with it. Look, it's just getting started. This stuff has repeated over and over again. Last year, really, I was driving home the concept that these charts were exactly like the post.com from 2001, and we were about to start phase 2 of the internet run. So Amazon at 80 before it goes to 3,000, that's the kind of thing we're talking about on all of these. Not going to happen in a couple of months, but a year, 18 months, sure. Let's talk about a couple more of the top market cap, and then I'll take some questions. Litecoin, 240, folks. Another one that I have really been outlining is just a massive BAM 886 return. Here you go. All the way back. Let's remove it. Let's clean up the chart. Remember, within the M&W framework, it's all about getting your points right. So there's your A point, your B point, your C point has to be, cannot exceed A. And then we go back. So what is this W formation? It all depends on where's the B point. Your B point is less than a 382. That's fairly shallow. We would expect a minimum 886. That's about 380. But I'll take this as high as a 113. Okay, and this is Bitcoin, this is Ethereum, this is just like all the rest, playing catch up. And so our 113 on Litecoin, why? This actually becomes an alternate bat formation. That alternate bat takes you to 480. So I said 400 before, I'm bumping the target to 480, and that's just first stop. I'm really expecting this pattern, if you will, of the massive 2018 surge, full 886 correction, and now a new cycle where just about most of your top 30, 50 markets that are like this go to minimum 1618 extensions. And that's at about 680. All right. It seems to me that a lot of the crypto community is getting on to the harmonic measurements. Next thing you know, they're going to be doing harmonic patterns with the major guys, and some of them are great. I mean, the one guy, the crypto BitBoy guy, he's kind of funny. I've been watching him a lot, and he's got a lot of great information that he's able to pump these individual ones. They're all starting to do Fibonacci harmonic spreads. So I really want everyone to know that this is more prevalent than you even understand. And though this may take time to be realized, you cannot deny these BAM breakout moves that have triggered in the last couple of weeks and will take you to your minimum MW framework measurements. This case, 886 at 440, and the rest is gravy. But 440 is your target. That's, we're now almost going to, we'll double, still double from there. One or two more. Okay. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash versus USD. Another super base. This one, It's M and W formation. Okay, we could probably take it off of this midpoint. Why? Because we want a relative B point. We want to be able to have a B point that's like close to at least the 30% to get us a minimum W formation, something like that. So Bitcoin Cash, about 2,000. Maybe it makes a crazy spike run up to the 886 at 3,600. But look, your B point's at about 26, 28%. Kind of a sloppy structure, but we can use that still as a target, and clearly momentum's favoring that higher. Yeah, that one's been phenomenal. The Binance coin here is something that has, this is the 100x move and still going. That's just incredible. Binance Coin, one of the big brokers, they came out with their own token so that their customers can move in between markets and into, instead of cash into fiat cash, they can go into Binance Coin with all that advantages. Well, this, folks, was 13, and this is 315. All right, so that in 8 months is remarkable. I mean, that is just, you're talking 25, 30x off of these moves here. In a spike move is what some of these others are building to do. And not that there's anything there I'd want to go chase that. Okay, but this is the potential of these kind of breakout moves. I think in another presentation, I'm going to share with you guys some of the ideas I have of profit taking. I mean, absolutely in something like this. I'll show you one or two in a minute here of things ways that I've been kind of piling in my profits. But something like this, even you get up 10x, you got to take chunks off, 10%, 20% off, roll it into something else, roll it into Bitcoin or roll it into Ethereum. And that has been a strategy I have used. Let me show you one or two. Here's something that a couple weeks ago I was into and still moving, but I really started jumping into this. Where was it? Back at around 60 cents. Had a couple patterns down here. Yeah, this is a little, go back here. This is REN USD, and I think it was the hourly time frame. A lot of you know I've been posting these charts in our group. Where'd it go? Let me find, what was that 30-minute pattern? It was about 2 weeks ago. And this one and DNT, there it is. Okay, back around the 25th. This one I posted, this bat pattern. We had a crab and a bat. It was just right down around, about the 55-cent mark. I've had a few of these as a 30-minute pattern. And playing that for, again, a continuation. In this instance, come on back, I was really looking to play this, much like the other ones, on the breakout up above to the 1618 or even higher. But this is yet another explosion where there's your range down here, and trigger it for, say, a 1618 or break out above to the 314. We're well above 314. This one's at 3618 right now at 140, overextended. But what I did is took profits down here at about 150, 145, rolled it into Ethereum. And I've been doing that with a lot of them. A lot of you guys know the Doge situation, that we nailed the Doge, which was just amazing, at a half a penny. Let's go to that quickly. Not nearly as crazy as it used to be just a few weeks ago, but Doge is still a player that you do not want to take off your radar, because look, I still have a 14-cent target for Doge. We were talking about Doge way back in December. Remember, I posted that at 0.075 right before the big move. Where is that? We do have a pattern right now. And I'll go to that in a second. But all the way back here on Doge, where were you, little guy? There it was. ABCD, a couple of patterns. The crab pattern, did I know it was going to do a 10x in 24 hours? No. Did I cash out a chunk when it did? Yes. No matter what. And that's tough. It can be tough to sell that when you get a massive move. It was an amazing, one of the best positions I ever entered. Flat out. It was like a 3,000% run on a couple of Doge trades. So, and this is what can happen. So, Doge, awesome. Look at what is going on right now. Big back-to-back bat. So we had this other bat, looked like it was going to get violated, but went sideways. So now it's a type 1 setting up for a type 2 return. Okay, right on the 886. And the crazy thing is we just hit the target one. So expect one more pullback, maybe 4.8 one more time. And then I would expect Doge to do the bigger move that everybody wants. Don't necessarily know if it's going to get to $1, but I would expect this thing back at around 9, maybe 9.5 cents breakout, or as high as 14. How do we get to 14 cents on Doge? It's like this. Okay, that's just an amazing chart. But listen, these are going like that. This is in Doge, looks like it's a 3 drives developing. All right, and really common. There's a first drive, bang, come up. Second drive, this one to a 127, and then very consistent reciprocal ABCD back down here. And then our third Doge drive, which I think is about to begin, takes us up to about 11 cents, 11.5 cents. But our larger possibility here of a 1618 move as overspill defines kind of the top end limit. So you just put that up around, 12 cents? And the 14 cents is a 2.0. Okay. If it got crazy and went to, say, 18, 19 cents, 18 and a half, that's your moonshot. But keep an eye on it because we're only 5.5 cents. The big number is 4.8. We want to keep an eye on that, 4.8 cents. And hey, it's exactly within type 1, type 2 framework. So what does it matter, right? You're following the rules. Type 1 reaction, come back for the type 2 completion, and that sets us off for, I would say, somewhere in the ballpark of a double, up to 9 cents, 4.8 to 9.5. That's what we want to look for. So there's a lot going on. I mean, just a lot here. I think I could look at maybe 10 other pairs, but what do we want to see? We want to see harmonic patterns set this stuff up and really get it going. Let's dial it back. Where are we? Amazingly, let's go to Ethereum right now. All right, Ethereum, that's the big market. That's breaking out to all-time new highs right now, and we just want to stay with that. Remember, 2,300 is minimum target, okay, but we want really probably looking at this thing more like with a 4,000, and that should happen pretty quickly. I'm saying before the end of March, we could see this challenge that level. I certainly think before we get out of February, and we have about 10 more days, 9 more days, there you go, folks, we will get to that 2,500 mark, which is the big 1618. And I think that's probably the best way to be participating in this crypto rally. Okay, get with Harmonic Pattern Collection and wait for the setups. We'll get our pullbacks, but when you're in this middle zone of mass acceleration, you're not going to get anything more than really a 5-minute or 30-minute pullback that will enable you to get in on the aggressive acceleration. What's the last? Here's the last 5-minute pattern. Okay. And that just developed last night, that crab pattern, but that was around 1895. And this is just continues on each $100 increment to grind sideways, come up, backfill, but it's backfilling with a pattern of higher highs and especially higher lows on your daily chart. Here's the daily. And I think with this last breakout, okay, there's your daily. You're going to continue this even on your this last little consolidation dip. This has got all the markings of even just a short term 314. You know, you do a 314 moonshot. I can't even get it on there. Here, let me bring it up. So even on that last little dip, your 314. Let me bring this up. 314 is at 2380, 2400, folks. 2400. Okay. So I made up for the lost time. Thanks everybody. I'll go through a couple more. Please put them in your chat. I'll go to XMR and a couple more of these, and then share a few final thoughts. So XMR, there you go. Monero, privacy coin, right? Zcash, like all of them, Dash. Let's go to the weekly. And again, I think you should start with your weekly to get a perspective of how much these can go, how far they've progressed against those prior all-time highs. And then do a little research and, just know that understand what class of crypto you're investing in, you're putting your money in. It's the one thing I've spent the last 2 years learning more and more about of the differences between the products and instruments and really what are the trends. I would want to be in, say, DeFi, okay, more than, say, fundamentally, just because of the technology, more so than a token like Doge. Doge is like a massive speculation, where something like this, Monero or Ethereum, I mean, that's a real fundamental play as much as we look at technicals. So look at here's Monero XMR. This one does not have a W formation for XABCD. Look, it does have something slightly different that is use your all-time prior high and low. But look, do we have a W formation? No. Why? Because we really don't have an extreme low with a midpoint. This one has more of an inflection of a impulsive harmonic breakout. Because look, there's your A, forms the low, B point, comes down to C. Now we have kind of the makings of a shark, where we look for minimum 1618 off of that low, but we can go as high as, say, even a 314. And that links up with your 618. So really what that is, you do have an impulsive shark, but still gives you a pretty nice target of at least 50 higher for Monero. And then take it beyond that. What are your indicators doing? They're still up. That's weekly. What's the 4-hour look like? Here's your 4-hour. And big bat pattern, not surprised that's getting failed. Those are failing. And I would look at those failures as, as breakout candidates. And just do, say, a 1618 to 314 off of that low from Monero. Now, there's your 1618, little reaction off of the first one, but it's already failing. And you go higher, again, that matches up all with your 340 level. Let's look at a couple more. I'll bring one up very similar to that. Here's the Stellar Lumens. That's one that I posted, I think, last week on this hourly chart. Let's go to the hourly first. Where'd you go? Hold on, let me make sure I've got the bullish. Had an amazing bullish bat pattern down there. And let me see there. There you go. And I think Stellar Lumens have got a long way to go. Ripple is the same way. We talked a little bit about Ripple in our gold member session yesterday. Why is it giving me that one? Let me see, reset the price scale. Don't know what did that. Huh. What I change? I don't know. I'll look at that. Yeah, the non-fungible tokens are definitely gaining traction. Thanks, Claire. ADA, yeah, Cardano, that's another one fundamentally. That's a competitor to Ethereum. And that's a fraction of the value of Ethereum. ADA is 3.5 billion, maybe close to 10 billion, I think. Ethereum is 220, 250 billion. Ethereum and Polkadot, fundamentally, yeah, as systems, those have a long way to go. Okay, VE chain, sure. That's another one. That's an up and comer where that thing is, what is that? VET. That's another one where that one could really take off too. Look, this is like a pennies. All right, clearly pause before another breakout. Here's your weekly. Start with the weekly, folks. What can this do? Is that a W formation? Sure is. Take a look. How do we know it's a W? Because we can fit the XABCD tool real nicely with the total range. Start there. There's our low. What's our B point at? That's at around 786. So that B point tells us, let's look for the butterfly at a 127. But what's the 127 doing? Massive violation. So what do we look for there? Well, we can go for a 1618 or 2.0. Okay, yeah, big stuff, but still extremely strong. What happens if we close above 6 cents? We just go and do the measured parabolic, which is up there at about, what, 9 cents? Yeah, about 9 cents, a little shy of 9. I like that one. I'm just waiting to get into Binance. I'm waiting for weeks. That's the only reason why I haven't bought this, Cardano and Polkadot, because they're not on Coinbase. But from a measured move, understanding the M and W formations, we know this is a violated butterfly. It violated at the 127, and there's an ABCD off of that low. But what it says to me is there's something large going on here, as all of them are indicating. That's how we look at this. Hold on. All right, 1 second. Now, there's a problem. Hold on. Now we're back. I'm telling you, it's been an amazing time. Give me a second. Yeah. It's just been it's really been a disappointment with this tech stuff. I've had major issues, but I think we should be fine. So, are we back? Let me know. But what I was saying is that we really need to follow that. Follow the MW framework when you see it just like this. I don't know anything about this Pearl, but it absolutely is a way to analyze these formations, look at that structure, and have price targets of where it's going to go. How are we doing, guys? Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's wrap it up here. Let's go back to Bitcoin. And what have we learned? What have we learned? Bitcoin 55,000. Look at the 1 minute chart, folks. I'm going to tell you what I've learned personally. One, don't ever be too old to learn. And if something's going on in the markets, and if you're really on top of your markets, something like this that's getting massive capital attraction, cannot be ignored. Ignore it at your own peril. So I've been learning, and I admittedly, even in the last couple of years, I'm still have a long way to go, but for my purposes of how I need to understand these markets, I need to understand they're not crap, and there's something there, and now learn how they interact between each other. Okay, what is Bitcoin versus Ethereum? What is Doge versus something like a Bank Corp or a Graph or a Ren? The other thing is that if you folks aren't familiar even with these markets, and there's probably the top 20 or 30 markets, you need to start following them like you do your favorite stock market, your various companies, and get to know them, because they're going to become more in your vocabulary and need to be on a daily basis, not only in the days, weeks, but years to come. So go to harmonictrader.com, folks. Get with basic membership, first of all. Second of all, during this time right now, for the next several days, for those who have not tried the TradingView platform, you have to send me a username. Send me your TradingView username, and we'll set you up for a trial, free trial, to this very platform that I'm showing right now. This platform that nailed the massive bat patterns and continues to nail all of the structures I've been throwing out for a long time. It's all because of the software. So get with that first and foremost. And the best way to do that, go to harmonictrader.com. Okay, go to my blog, and I'm doing right now, go utilize the coupon code crypto10. So go to the blog, and here you go. Just access there. You can get all the information of wanting to subscribe, and go to partner site, best programmer in the entire industry at Divergence Software. That's the official Harmonic Pattern Collection partner for TradingView. And now use the coupon code, where'd it go? Crypto10. Crypto10. Let me bring that up. Crypto10 one more time. And that will get you 10% off, 75 bucks off. But most of you are making that in the first trade. So again, invest in the program. That is going to be the best way to learn, because all of the proper harmonic structures that have been developed, refined, optimized over the last 10 years especially, but 20, because I launched the first program back in 2000, is all in Harmonic Pattern Collection. So get with all of that. And if you have any questions, send me an email, and at least get with the basic membership so that you can learn these strategies free. Again, there's all the 4 books. You download them, bang, plenty to get going, and then all your videos. Now, crypto information, Tim, great question. Let me show you, of course, 1 or 2 of the basic websites. Here's Cointelegraph. I think that's got a lot of great general information. I'm visiting this place fairly frequently to get what's the news, what people are looking at. Because for me, I want to know what everyone else is looking at. It's really important. Now, here is 1 or 2 characters I think are funny and have a lot of great, really a lot of great information. You've got Scott Carney. Hey, here he is. But here is, and you got some of my rock and roll, but here is one guy that I've really recently just taken to, who's just a amazing work with the harmonics, and I really support the people that are doing it right, is Mitch Ray. So Mitch, we're going to come in and I'm going to crash his stream right now and show you Mitch. Mitch is here at least once a day doing for 2 hours. He does a lot of great technical analysis, but he also does harmonics and is great at it. So shout out to Mitch. That's Mitch Ray. Check him out on YouTube. He's there every night at 6 p.m. Eastern. He's just a total monster. And then the other one is, I like to call him my crypto leprechaun, is the BitBoy. BitBoy Crypto, this guy is just hilarious. He's now the largest guy on the web. He's a pump and mooner and all of that, but he's got great information on projects. So if you want just basic project information, yo, BitBoy Crypto, I'm giving you a shout out. Give me a shout out. Come on, really. But Mitch he's great because he's got so much great TA information and he shoots through it. The harmonics, he blends the harmonics. I would never be doing the amount of streaming that he does, but he's a great one to watch. I watch him fairly frequently now. So get with those guys, learn from these people that are in there, and get into the space. It's funny. I've talked to certain people and I tell them about my experience in crypto and that it's still not too late, and they're like, "Oh, that ship has already sailed." No, again, this is going to be a market of the future that we need. If you're not aware of it, you need to take the time to learn the harmonic strategies and what it's all about. So let's a couple more and we'll wrap up. So if you email me, yeah, you can try it, but Mert, you have to email me harmonictrader@harmonictrader.com, and you have to send me your TradingView username, please. Most of you that have already tried it, please don't, just you guys take advantage of the offer. And I'm also giving everyone gold membership. It's the complete package with the crypto space that gives you everything you need. What are the charts seeing on a daily crab? For Bitcoin, you're seeing it on Binance. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, we're at a point where the patterns, and because of the strength of this move that we looked at, especially in Bitcoin, has failed. We saw a brief harmonic pause. Remember, this was the video we talked about way back in November. That was, here, let's go to Harmonic Trader. Let's go to me, because these are the videos you need to watch. Go back and look at our videos from a couple of months ago. There's even the big one was the massive, and it's amazing. There's like not even 1,000 views on here. The Black Friday special. We got into all of the cryptos there, and then we followed that up in December, and then did our holiday special where all of those I called for Bitcoin 30,000, Ethereum goes to 2,300, and explained exactly why. So go and watch those. And, this is actually something where I'm really thinking about putting an effort exclusively into YouTube because there's so many people there. I've been pretty lax on my efforts to watch this, to promote the videos. I think that's going to change. So, like everyone else says, hit the like button. Please subscribe. I thought I would never say that, but hit the like. No, wait, smash the like button. I got to be with the lingo. Subscribe. Let the overlords know that you want harmonic pattern stuff for crypto markets, and I'll do more of them. It's just we have to transition to where everyone's going. So I did, Johnny. I gave out, here it is, the lifetime 10% discount is crypto 10. That gets 10% off. And also everyone gets 2 months. 2 months gold membership. So it's like, gold membership's $250 a piece. So if you subscribe to gold for 2 months, 3 months, it's the same thing, but I'm giving you 2. Awesome. Hey, Arthur, and anybody that's here that already has MT4, if you are a monthly subscriber, if you upgrade now, if you're already a subscriber, we will give you the TradingView as a part of your subscription. So if anybody's a monthly and they upgrade to an annual or they purchase, we're now throwing in the TradingView with the package because it's so important to have the light. Reach out to us and get with the resources, and I'll promise to be doing a better job here. Once my solar panel system gets in, the power will never go out, and that's like probably by Monday. A lot to go, folks, but the harmonic patterns is the greatest market I've ever seen this stuff work in. I've looked at every market. And cryptos, just go with it. This is the time. We probably have this for about 6 or 8 more months of insanity. And then we'll see where we're at. But I think for me, it's the best means of communication is to do something a little more on a regular basis, but always measuring what we're doing, and then absolutely, stick to our metrics. But even though this is a huge move, we still have measurements that point us higher. Bob, I'll send you an email and send me a note about the e-signal. But absolutely. Yeah, Mitch Ray, really great work. And again, I think he's, what he's doing to teach everyone and the length of time he puts into it, a great guy to follow. Absolutely. And there'll be other people that I will feature, but you know me, I'm more slow, steady guy. Give me like once a week. I have a family. I've got a wife and a kid to take care of. That I have a lot of 2-year-old needs a lot of time. But we will be back, and you guys give me a shout out. I'll see you over. I pop into Mitch's room, 2 or 3 times a week now if I can stay up. But sometimes he's up in the middle of the night. But check him out, and I'll have more for you guys. So really, been a huge breakthrough for everybody, and I think it's time for everyone to come together. I think a lot of us are realizing personal breakthroughs in ways that we've been waiting for a long time. So we'll do that more. But you guys know I love Ethereum. I'm a holder of Bitcoin. I wish I had more Bitcoin. I've got a nice chunk, but I like everything else I wish I had more. But I will keep feeding you the patterns, the numbers, because they're working great. But get with the software and for all of you that came here that are from Mitch that don't know, by all means, please go to Harmonic Trader and access the basic membership for free. Get the books and study the books. They're all there for free downloads of the PDF. If you want to purchase the physical book, Volume 3 is out of stock, but that should be taken care of next week. But get with the basic membership. Again, everything is there for free for a reason. Watch the videos. And then to really stay on top of it, we do our gold member sessions 3 times a week, and we do a lot of futures and stuff. Mitch's material, he covers dozens of markets, but he covers a lot of those smaller crypto markets that gives a lot of great ideas. So that's why I watch Mitch, because he's going over markets I don't even know of yet. Meanwhile, I'm looking at futures, I'll look at stocks, and I'm looking more and more at cryptos. We'll probably separate the crypto content into individual presentations. So here's Bitcoin at 55,000. Let's leave it there. Right there, Bitcoin 55,000. We adjusted our targets, and we're now looking for 64 to 65,000 for Bitcoin on this run. So we'll certainly do one more event, probably by the end of the month, maybe in about a week or 9 days, and we'll do some more regular updates. That's what I have for today, folks. Thanks for your patience. I'm going to get myself dialed in here, but you have a great day. We'll check you next week. Everybody, have